Heyo, I'm Meeno, and welcome back to Stranded Deep. If you remember last time we had to wait for a storm to pass, you see now it's now passing, but it's nighttime. We're gonna go to the island anyway because I don't particularly want to wait. I'm ready to build a new home. The downside of doing it this way is there are sharks in the water that will try to knock you off. The smaller the boat, the more likely they can. This is the smallest boat in the game. So everybody, hold your breath. Hope this isn't a mistake. I'm going to head out now, and I will meet you guys on the new island. Okay, we are at our new island, and as you can see, we've lucked out with another storm. To be fair, it has been a day or so. I did not want to bore you with repetition. We've come in, but I got a few crates going here. This is from some local shipwrecks. I just swam around and grabbed those. I haven't sorted through them yet, but we'll be using them as storage and labeling them as we need them. This is the lantern from the first island, and I've built a smoker this time instead of a spit. The upshot of a smoker is that smoked meat does not go bad like cooked meat does. So you can store that and use it for adventuring. Our basic shelter, and of course our water still that is now filling up. We are on the new island. As I mentioned, it is called Stranded, available from the Steam Workshop. It is quite nice. This place has a lot of things like fibrous leaves and coconuts and all kinds of fun stuff that you would like to have for long-term sustainability. So as soon as the storm is over, we are going to run around and see what we can find. Actually, why not? The storm's not bothering me too much. Let's go gather some fibrous leaves and get that part out of the way, because lashings will always be needed no matter what we decide to do. Okay, everybody, we are back home. Looks like the storm is just about to let up, much like last time, at night. A little low on water, but we should be fine there. Oh, yes. One more. There we go. And we have plenty of fibrous leaves to keep this going. Let's just drop all these right here. Go. Nice big pile that we can pull from a while for in case we need lashings. Really would like this rain to let up so that we could start a fire and cook our fish before it goes bad. Let's move our lantern over here closer to where we're working. The fire will be light once it's lit, but I don't want to waste the wood quite yet. Get up there. Are you going to stand up for me? There you go. And the rain's gone. Perfect timing. Let's get us a fire going. Go. Kindling. Now, that will become cooked fish and then eventually smoked fish, which that is our goal. These plants, like the Kura plant, there's a PP plant, you can find them on the island. They do not grow back either in the wild, but you can farm them. Things like potatoes you'll want to farm for fuel. The PP plant you'll want to farm for antidote. Like I said, once you're poisoned, you're poisoned. Your health will go down to 0 and you will die unless you have an antidote, and without a PP plant or a pre-made antidote, you're not going to have one. So those are very important to at least have a small stock of or access to. This will take a while. Level up cooking. I'm not sure exactly what that does, but there it is. Now this island has a lot of pretty resources. I don't want to take too many palm trees and the like, things that don't grow back, at least not until we're ready to farm the ones we can farm. So I'll be taking the majority from the original island, which means we have to build a boat. So we're going to tour this island in the morning and gather whatever resources we can, pile them up here, take assessment of what we have, and see if we can get ourselves a boat with a couple of storage units so that we can have a makeshift barge, if you will. Let's get some sleep, and I will see you in the morning. Okay, morning time. Let's see what we're at. We are still doing really good. We've got our smoked meat is done. Fire is out. Water's doing okay-ish. Let's go ahead and fill it up. Now I noticed when I was going around with the fibrous leaves, there's a lot of debris on the island. We do need to build our boat. I don't mind picking up the debris, but again, I don't want to take too many resources. Starting with our boat base, we're going to need either buoy balls or barrels. So let's do a quick pass. I definitely already see some here. Let's drop what we don't need. We're not going to need you. And the knife, I don't want to lose you though. Yeah, okay. That will do. Hopefully I'll remember. The crude axe we will need to break all of this stuff apart. Buoy balls unfortunately go flying. Oh, no, come back! Wilson! And that one that was very polite and stayed on the beach. I believe it takes 4 or 5 buoy balls per base unit of the raft we're wanting to build, and it takes 3 barrels. So while that sounds like the barrels are a better idea, buoy balls you can manually collect like I just did. Barrels have to be dragged one at a time back. They are a little more stable. I like having them, but does make it a bit cumbersome, so we might fast forward through some of this since here are some barrels and some buoy balls. Let's run out and get these first while we're here. Pretty stupid of me to be running through this before I can see the bottom, since purple little poison things could be pretty much anywhere around here. But hey, what's life if it's not risk, right? Buoy ball. Okay, there is another set over there, but I believe there's a giant crab, if I'm seeing that right. Yes, that is a giant crab. There are giant animals, giant crab, giant boar. This guy I'm going to need a spear to take out, and I left that at home. So those buoy balls get to stay. We will come back with a spear when we get rid of these barrels. Let's see. Let's move these to the shore so they don't float away while we're running back and forth. As you can see, you can't pick them up. I just have to drag them back one at a time. So I'll meet you back there. Okay, now that we have the barrels and we have a spear, we're going to take out a crab so that we can have us some more buoy balls. Come here, you. Once we can build refined spears, that will go much faster. There we go. Crab down. And we're going to save you for later. Waste not, want not. Alright. Let's get us some more buoy balls. Here we go. Oh, I see you. That's right, I owe a crab on the previous island a dinner date. When we go back to get materials, you guys need to remind me to kill and eat that thing. Where did the buoy balls go? There they are. You want some? Ooh, piece of cloth. Never bad. Soon we'll be able to make our own cloth, where that will become much, much less of a problem because it only requires fibrous leaves once we're set up, which this island has plenty of. But for now, why not have a few on hand just to take care of things. We're going to drop that off. There we go. Now the buoy balls, I'm a little afraid of rolling around. So let's take... See, I'm going to build a farm back here. So, yeah, there's some plank scrap there already. We're going to drop our stuff we're going to make farm stuff out of back over here so we can have room in the crate. And I'm going to put the buoy balls in there so they don't just go rolling off on the next windstorm or whatever. Looks like we need more room. Got some in there. That it? Okay. What do we have? Yes. More in there. Great. I know I said that last time, but I don't think we'll need the spear. Get rid of that. Got our axe. Fantastic. Durability. Ooh. We don't need a new axe soon. Let's go see if we can find us some more boat parts and get back here, see what we found. There's a lot of debris on this island. Plank scraps, logs, corrugated scrap. We're going to want to come back for all of those when we start our little farming experiment. Until then, we'll leave them here. Don't mind picking up that... What are you doing here? Wow. Okay. So, note to self, careful, careful. Tires. Tires also work for boat parts, so let's... We found barrels. Great. Wow. Okay, so we have barrels there. We have barrels there. There's one buoy. Not sure that's enough to do anything with. We have barrels here. Yes. Okay, so 3 barrels and some tires. All of those have to be manually taken back, so we'll run a little game of fast video here to get past all that, but I'm taking all this stuff back home. Okay, ladies and gents, it looks like I got a little overheated. Not the best situation. I also have been forgetting to eat and drink. We still have plenty of materials to carry around, but we will take a break real quick to recharge ourselves, get out of the sun, which only certain trees actually provide UV. Is this one of them? Yes, right here does. As you can see, it's already 2:30, so we only have to worry about this for about 30 minutes of in-game time. It will go away after that, so not the biggest of deals. Once the meter is about at 1.5 to 2, we should be fine, and then we'll finish up collecting. Okay, everybody, it is getting pretty dark. I still have one barrel from that cluster to get. I saw another one back there, and when I've been walking back and forth, I noticed another one along the beach. So it's too dark to get those today. I think we're gonna call it in for the night. I'll gather those off camera, so I'm not boring you with the back and forth. And once we have everything gathered, along with some more fibrous leaves so that we can have plenty of lashings, I will come back to you guys and we will start getting the base of our boat built so that we can actually feel like we've accomplished something. Alright, it is now early morning, several mornings later. I have taken everything I could find on this island that was not either part of an area that I haven't yet explored that I wanted to save for later and treat a little more thoroughly, or something that I had to destroy to get, because I'm trying to keep this as original as possible. This looks like a pile of fun, doesn't it? That's alright. That is going to be our boat. So I need a few things first to pull this off. I think I am going to need a plank area. I want to build my farm over there, so let's put the plank maker about here. What are we going to need for this? Let's see, plank station. Okay. Well, it looks like the refined axe is going to be needed, along with a crude hammer. Alright, here's some lashings I made. We can take one of those. And I have some logs over here and some sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4 sticks. And a log. Now, what do we need for the tools? Refined axe, leather, stone tool, and a crude axe. We can do that. And the hammer, lashing stick, and 2 rocks. Alright, we can do all of these things. Let's grab a couple more lashings. We will need a rock and a stone tool, right? Okay. missing something. 2 rocks. Of course. 1 more rock then. There's our hammer. Now the leather is a bit trickier. Leather is a resource that you can find in crates. Otherwise, you have to either kill boar or sharks and get rawhide, which then you can make a leather station and make leather out of that. I do believe somewhere, I hope, that I found a little bit of leather. Yes, 2 pieces. Luckily, I only need 1 at the moment to do what we need to do. We need a refined axe, which we can do. I don't want to use my good tool, so let's pull that out and drop it, just to make sure it uses the bad one, because it will reset the stats back to 100. So you might as well use it for all of its worth. Now, how are we doing? Food and health. We're doing alright. Okay, I think we have most of what we need. What else? The 4 sticks. That's right, because I've used. There we go. And yes, let's put that right about here. One plank station. We need to rotate a little bit. This looks good. Okay, with this we can make planks. We will also need, unfortunately, another hammer. You cannot craft any real major items without some kind of hammer. I'm not quite ready to use our really good hammers yet, so we will build us a cheap little hammer to use for now. There we are. Now that we have a hammer, we can build our boat. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to need a couple more lashings to pull off at least the base level of my plan. So let's make us a couple more. Now we have 9. Good to go. Boats can be a bit wonky on their balance, so I like to try to make it as symmetrical as possible. I only found 1 set of tires, so we will start with that in the center and hope I don't paint myself in a corner. So let's go over to vehicles. And this is going to make me, wow, I have to get to level 4. So we'll start with the buoy balls then. This will be a centerpiece for our raft, I suppose. We have room, yes. Where did I put my buoy balls? Here's some. Let's grab all of these. A new and more. There we go. I think that is all I have. Hopefully that's enough for a few. I need to get this wide enough that I'm able to build some storage containers. Otherwise, it's not very useful as a barge. The building can be wonky in this. We need to get this out into the water for a second. And now we'll craft. There we go. That looks alright. And we'll craft you. How we doing? Only 1 more. Let's put that front or back, wherever you'll decide you'll fit. Neither. Great. Back into the water, guys. Don't want to lose this guy, but there we go. Okay, pull you back in. there for now. So, now apparently I have got to get my craftsmanship skill up to a level 4 before we can start using these barrels. We will need planks for the flooring, so that is something, since I knew that was an extra beach ball, that is something we can go ahead and get out of the way while we are here. We'll pick up these logs, come over to the plank station, and let's make us some planks. Oh, not enough room. Drop these off. Get rid of these for now. Hopefully crafting the rest of these into planks will be enough to get our craftsman skill up. If not, I will probably cut the video here, go around and make lashings to make up the difference, and we can start where we left off. Let's see what kind of luck we have. And there it is. Perfect timing. Fantastic. So those are the plank scrap we are going to need for our flooring once we finish the rest of this. Oh, and of course now I need to pick up my lashings again. And let's start building us some barrel foundations to finish this off. Clipping can be an issue. Trying to get these settled sometimes. You just have to kind of pull it around. That's why sometimes I'm just building the water. You just have to be careful not to lose it when you do that. Let's see if I can get the right angle on top of here for it to go ahead and let me put this last front piece on. Yes. Alright, now, do we have enough? We do. We have enough for 3 in the back, and that should at least get us a base raft going. So let's do 1. Do a second one here. 1 more to go. Don't lean too much, please. And that we have exactly enough barrels. How lucky is that? Craft. Oh, not close enough. Sometimes you have to get these things right on top of each other for it to read all of them. One of the tricks I will use is I will, there we go. If you pin the recipe, you'll see it highlight, and when it lights up, then you know you have the parts in the right place to snag them. Perfect raft base. Now we need to build some flooring, so we will grab all this plank scrap that we just built. Good stuff. And we have some more over here. Go ahead and grab that. Alright, how much do we have? Doing alright. Let's see how much of the flooring we can get on. Hopefully enough to finish this out. Craft, vehicles. There we go. Only 2. Yeah, we might have enough after all. Fantastic. no. Oh no. One shy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is a sign we are one plank shy of finishing out the floorboards. I will need more planks anyway because we have to build some shelving for these crates. Otherwise, it wouldn't be much of a barge. I don't want to use this corrugated. That is limited and much more limited than planks would be because you can't make them. And I would like to use those for some farming, so we will save those and we will save finishing the boat for the next episode. I hope this was somewhat informative and entertaining for you. Until the next time, I'm Meeno, and thanks for joining.